Usually have something clever to say at the beginning of these videos, but since it's been a week since I uploaded, I'll just go with, hey guys, how's it been? Hey guys, it's V, and today I am here to film an Empties video for you guys. I've got quite a few little Empties in my little Sephora reusable bag here, so let's just get into it and see what I thought of some products that are now my trash. So first thing is obviously something that I have been using forever, and I don't love them as much as I used to, but they're still the best ones that I have found, and that is the Aveeno Ultra Calming Makeup Remover Wipes. I have since though bought a makeup eraser, and I've been using that nonstop, especially since I have lash extensions. They don't catch on lash extensions like these do, so they're a lot more safe for that kind of thing. So I've been using my makeup eraser a lot more often lately, but to get like the excess makeup off my face, sometimes I'll go in with one of these. So always have tons of those in my Empties. So next thing, I have some of these simple sensitive skin. I've talked about these before. They're just all right. I want to say I just use these for like cleaning off swatches of things. I think my hair was just hanging onto that, cleaning off swatches of things. So that's not really something that like I repurchase. I usually just get those in subscription boxes. So next thing in here, I'm trying to find something that like I don't normally talk about all the time, because a lot of it is just like reoccurring Empties. I actually just used this the other day. This is the Sephora Almond Skincare Socks, and they are little skincare foot masks, which I've bought them before, and I really like the last one that I bought. So when this one came out, I was like, this is so cute. And the actual slippers looked like this. They have this really cute Christmas design. These are super cheap. I want to say they're like $5 or $6, and I bought this because I have not had the time or the money to go and get a pedicure recently. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pet egg my foot, and then I'm gonna put one of these on, and hopefully it helps with some hydration in these winter months. Although Texas seriously cannot decide what it's doing with its life right now. Today it's like a high of 50 something, but yesterday it was 70 something. Who even knows anymore? So I actually really like this. I would totally recommend it. It smelled really good too. Some hair care. A hair care favorite of mine is the Detox Dry Shampoo from Drybar. Smells so good. Does leave a very intense white cast though, so if you're not into that, I would not recommend this one, but I really like that because it helps my hair to look cleaner, because if it doesn't have a white cast, then my hair still looks greasy sometimes. So I really like this one. It's super expensive. I only buy it when there's like a 20% off Prestige at Ulta, so that's the only time I have it. So I have a couple of them I'm going through right now, and yeah. So next thing is the Redken Scalp Relief Dandruff Control Shampoo. I love this one, but it doesn't always work for my psoriasis. I kind of have to go back and forth between the Nizoral shampoo and this one, but this one is good in a pinch if I'm out of the Nizoral. It does like calm it a little bit, but it doesn't get rid of my psoriasis, or like nothing gets rid of it, but sometimes it keeps it at bay for a little while. The reason that I have the roots that I have right now is because my scalp is acting up really bad, and I don't want to color it while it's acting up. So it's a nice shampoo. I like it. I repurchased it multiple times, so obviously I like it a little bit. Next thing in here is the Batiste Dry Shampoo. I got this little mini in, I want to say like a Walmart beauty box or something like that. I do not like the Batiste Dry Shampoos though. I just really hate all the scents. I have not found one scent that I have liked other than the Ella Henderson one. I loved that one. Of course it was limited edition. So I don't like this stuff, but I did use it just because I had it, and so I just went through it real quick. Those little minis of dry shampoo, you go through them in like 2 days. Next thing is actually a Bathe Deep Detox Bath Soap that I want to say I got in the Mystic Muse subscription box, I'm pretty sure. And this one was nice. It was some dead sea salt, rose petals, Himalayan pink salt, and essential oil blend. So I put it in my bath last night, and since it has the rose petals, those do not wash down the drain as easily as one would think, and they were kind of annoying. I want to say next time I will probably not use a bath soak that has flowers in it personally. I'm just not a flower in my bath kind of person, I guess. But I mean, other than that, it smelled nice. It had a nice sort of like generic salty smell, so it wasn't anything bad. It didn't smell too strongly of rose because I do not like rose scented things, but it was nice. I mean, it helped me, you know, detox in the bath, and it helped me be soothed, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't repurchase it, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. But those rose petals are definitely still in my bathtub. Next thing here is it's a little sample of the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation in the shade Snow. I absolutely loved how this foundation looked on me, but it was not light enough for my skin tone. I had to mix it with a mixer, so I don't think I will ever purchase a high-end foundation that I have to mix with a mixer, because if I'm paying $40 for a foundation, it best work on my skin tone without anything else, if you know what I mean. I feel like that's just like rule of thumb. Like, stop coming out with foundations that don't have colors for every skin tone. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I know I have trouble finding foundations. I know really deep skin tones have trouble finding foundations. So can we stop just catering to one specific person? And can we cater to the world, because the world wears makeup? So yeah, I really like this, but if I have to mix it with a mixer, I ain't gonna purchase that. It's just not gonna happen for me. I would do that with a drugstore foundation any day, because if I'm paying $9, like, okay, fine, I'll mix a mixer and it's fine. Next thing is this Garnier Clearly Brighter Brightening and Smoothing Daily Moisturizer. And I got this, I wanna say, in a Walmart beauty box as well. This was the fullest sample of anything I have ever gotten in my life from a subscription box. It took me months to go through this. It was awesome, and I really actually liked the moisturizer aspect of it. Brightening and smoothing, and I don't know if I actually saw any of that, but I actually really liked this. It made my skin feel nice and clean after getting out of the shower. It made me nice and moisturized and helped my skin out, so I would totally buy this. I liked it a lot. The dog and the cat woke us up super early this morning, so excuse me if I'm a little bit tired. But next thing I have in here is a nail polish. This is the Ciate Top Coat Gelology. Ciate London Geology Top Coat. I don't know why I said that in all different types of orders. I didn't like this at all. I'm pretty sure I got this in my Ipsy bag. It made my nail polish like peel up a lot easier than other top coats that I have. So no, was not a fan. Would not repurchase. Would you, Espi? Absolutely not. She just smelled it. She was like, no way. Next thing is the ColourPop Brow Pencil in the shade Redhead. I have gone through like 3 of these so far. I love this pencil. It's amazing and matches my hair very nicely for my brows. I just love it, so I will repurchase this. When is Sephora supposed to be getting like all of ColourPop? I thought that was a thing. Like, I didn't think they were just gonna get like 3 palettes and like 2 single eyeshadows and 1 lipstick package and that's it. Like, I thought they were supposed to get ColourPop. When am I supposed to be able to buy this on Sephora's website? Come on. I don't want to have to pay $5 for shipping every single time I order something on ColourPop. But I do really love it, and I will pay the shipping because it's the color that works for me and it's cheap. So I say that I don't want to, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Next thing is the Besame Translucent Brightening Violet Powder. I loved this stuff. I don't think you can buy this at Sephora anymore. I bought it in a trio of, like, you got the pink one, the purple one, and the vanilla one. I bought it last year in some kind of set, and I love this stuff. It's really, really nice, and it brightens my under eyes like crazy, but I don't think I would pay a full price for it anyway, so I'm just gonna stick with my RCMA No Color powder because that works for me just through thick and thin. But it was really nice, and I totally recommend it if you're looking for a brightening powder for under your eyes. Next thing here, oh, one of my favorite primers. You guys already know I talked about this in my mid-year 2017 favorites, which I am working on my like rounded out 2017 favorites right now, so that should be up later this week hopefully for you guys. The NYX Hydra Touch Primer Base. I love this stuff. It's so moisturizing but yet dries down. It doesn't feel like heavy on the skin. It's just great. It's kind of expensive for a drugstore. I think it's like $15 or something, or maybe $14, $13. Over $10 for a primer is a little expensive for the drugstore for me, but I love it and I will totally repurchase it again because it's so good. Okay, next thing here is the Verb Ghost Oil, and this I believe I got in my either my Play box or my Ipsy box. It's a nice little sample size, and this stuff smelled really, really good. Yes, it had just a nice, clean, yummy smell to it, and it made my hair shiny. I mean, that's what hair oil is supposed to do, right? Smoothing moringa blend plus weightless hair oil, and it definitely did feel weightless. I have tried hair oils that make your hair kind of feel weighed down. This one was not like that. It was really nice, actually. So I would purchase this. I think I can get this at RDA or Armstrong McCall, so I may do that sometime in the future. I do really like the OGX brand of hair oils though, and they're pretty cheap at the drugstore. So yeah, this is the Glam Glow Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment. I think I just threw this in here because I've had it for way too long and it's really gross now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why. Oh yeah, that's gross. So I don't think I really ever ended up trying this, but I'm not much for like a tingling exfoliant. I like for it just to be an exfoliant, so I would never purchase this anyway because it's expensive, but just because it tingles, I don't like that either. So next thing in here is a lock-on lash, and this is by Iris Beauty, I believe. Everything that I talk about here, I'll be linking down below for you guys, as I always do in my Empties videos. That takes me a very long time, so if you want to get it, it will be linked down below. But I really actually loved this black lash adhesive. I got this on an Ipsy offer where they had 2 sets of lashes and then this black lash adhesive, and it lasted me a long time. Although usually when they get to this point where like you can't even twist the cap anymore because the glue has just gunked up, that's when it's time to go. So I did love this, totally recommend it, but I probably won't be repurchasing it. I bought the Tarte black one pretty recently and it's nice, but now that I have lash extensions, I don't wear false lashes, at least not for right now. I don't think I'll keep lash extensions forever, but when I have them, I don't need glue, obviously. Next thing is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Do I need to keep talking about this? I feel like y'all know by now I have a very serious relationship with this because it is so good and I love it, and it's great for a drugstore mascara. I just hit myself in the shoulder with that. Next thing is another eyelash glue. This is the House of Lashes Clear Lash Adhesive. Now, I remember talking about this in a video where I didn't feel like I thought it was worth the hype, and while I don't feel like that, because sometimes it does raise up on me, it's not perfect, it's just fine, but it's only $8, and I like that it's like kind of iridescent looking, like stupidly. I just think that that's cute, so I repurchased it because I needed a clear lash glue, and I know that this one works. I do have to work with it a little bit more, but it works, and I don't know of another one that's easily accessible for me that works, so I did repurchase it, even though I don't feel like it's worth all the crazy hype that this glue gets. I can see Blake walking Sakari outside, and she is pooping. Cool. I knew she had to poop. I could tell earlier. Sometimes you just know. You just know these things. Next thing here is an Epic ink liner from NYX. This is the only one in here. Okay, yeah. So let me tell you guys about the NYX Epic ink liner because I was repping this hardcore. I loved it. But my problem with this is that it's not a consistent product because I have heard from multiple people that they have issues with it bleeding, and I personally have had issues with it bleeding after having it for a couple of months. So the review that I did way back when I tried it with the Kat Von D and they both wore the exact same, that still rings true, but after owning this for a couple of months, it does start to bleed on me. So my recommendation for you guys is the Physicians Formula liner. I'll link a video that I just recently did on testing out the new packaging, but that one is my recommendation for a drugstore one. It's a little bit more expensive than this one, but much more consistent. So that's what I have to say about the NYX Epic ink liner. Next thing here is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is very old. I stuck this in here because it's just gross. It's in NW15. Once I started using Shape Tape, I stopped using this. This was what I used before I used Shape Tape. But I have a long rant I'm not going to talk about in this video about Shape Tape, and they did the same thing with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. So I'm not going to talk about it now, but I will talk about that in a later video. So I would not repurchase this because of that reason. I've been trying out some more affordable. I was gonna say like drugstore, but they're not. I've been trying out the ColourPop concealer and also the BH Cosmetics concealer because people have said those are very comparable to Shape Tape. So I'll talk about those in another video, but would not repurchase this again. I hate that it has a pump on it also. The packaging of it is just stupid, so I wouldn't repurchase it for that reason either. But next thing in here is an It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras of all time. I just love this mascara. It wears so well. I really, really like it. It makes my lashes look amazing. So when I don't have extensions, I would totally repurchase this, but it is pretty expensive. So I don't know. I like getting the little minis in sets so that I can use it. Next thing is the Eye Lure Brow Control and Shape Gel. This stuff was fine. It worked, but it's no Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And that's all I really have to say about it. It just wasn't as good. It worked, not as good. Next thing is the Madam C Walker Beauty Culture Scent and Shine Brassica Seed Oil Softening and Silkening. So I got this in an influencer, and you guys can see it's the pink packaging, everything like that. It's kind of like an orangey sort of colored oil in there. You can see, okay, it smells amazing. Oh my God, it smells so good, so good. But my problem is we went into Sephora to buy one of these because Sam really wanted a hair oil, and we pumped out the tester on our hand to use it, and it smelled like straight up week-old popcorn. It smelled so disgusting. And so we were super confused and wondered why this one smelled so damn good and the other one smelled so gross. And I still have not figured that out. So Madam CJ Walker Beauty Culture, if you can let me in on that little secret of why this one smelled so good and the other one smells disgusting. And we also, not only did we try the tester, because I was like, well, maybe it's been sitting out for a long time. That could be why. No, we opened up a brand new one and just untwisted it so that we could smell it. And it smelled like week-old popcorn too. So I'm confused, I'm upset, I'm angry, and I want to know what happened. Next thing in here is a Marc Jacobs liner. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon. This one got bad on me. I have had it for a really long time, but it's not completely empty yet, but it doesn't work very well. I think I used it in a recent tutorial. I just dropped it. I think I used it in a recent tutorial and you guys could see it just wasn't blending anymore, and that's just because I've had it for a long time. But it is a really good eyeliner. I mean, I like it as an eyeliner, but I just didn't need it anymore. And the last thing, we are going to end on a good note here because I really, really like this product, but I don't know if I'm going to be buying a full size, you guys. It's expensive. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Skin Booster Serum Hydra Plump Serum. So I got this in my Sephora Play, and it also came with some of the HD foundation, which was a little too dark for my skin, but mixing with a mixer, it was fine. But I love this stuff. It's so, so good. It feels so good on my face. I've been using it as a face primer because that's what you guys have recommended to me. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It feels so good on my face, and it helps my makeup to last throughout the day. It makes my foundation look super smooth. I can use it with my Tarte Gel Hybrid Foundation or with my Revlon Color Stay, and it looks great with both of those. So I don't know, I might have to buy this. Does the full size have a dropper though? Because I really am not a fan of the dropper packaging. Let me know down below, but I really did like this a lot. It's not completely empty. I actually used it today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more out of it. I could like barely get any out. I've been using this. I got a good probably like 2 weeks worth of use out of this. So, I mean, it went a long way for that tiny of a sample. So I was happy about it. So that is it for my empties video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, be sure to show some love to the like button down there. And if you subscribe, you can be a member of my Muse family. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.